Alright, welcome, Battle for the Ardennes, SPI 1978, and we are in the fourth turn, and it is the Allied turn now. Things blundered here, lost 2-3 units over here, which isn't good, 2 battalions, which they can't afford. US can't afford to lose units. They don't have enough to cover the whole flank, and gonna have to do some pretty extreme stuff this turn to try and keep things under control here. So let's go ahead and just dive right in. Mutual supply determination. No US units are out of supply. German units are good until turn 6. I think this guy's okay. Yeah, he's okay. Now the US does get reinforcements here. They come in over here. But where they're really needed is over here. So, and the Germans, by messing this crossover, makes it extremely hard to get them over there. So we'll see. They're not going to really have any impact on play for this turn, and maybe even next turn. We'll see, though. So no air power movement building segment. Let's see. We can build stuff. And like I said, my intent here was to start building up here. And I've wrestled with it. We'll do it. I may be making another blunder, but we'll build this guy here too. That's it for the build segment. Battery segment. This guy is already on the move. And because of the rules about half barrage and half final protective fire for this scenario, all they can contribute is 1 point. Now on combat, 4 points, that's not bad. I think I want to get him over here and stash him in Bastogne. So we'll leave him out of battery. And that takes us to the mode adjustment. And this is where desperation sets in. This could fall apart here. This guy could get behind him. I mean, this is a mess. Thanks to losing 2-3. That I shouldn't have lost. That 2-3 here would have been able to screen here. The lesson with the US is never, never, never let the Germans get behind you. But we'll see what we can do here. This guy can't go in march mode. This guy could go in march mode. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what advantage. Okay, I'm going to put this guy in march mode and pull him off. I don't know what damage he's got. I mean, can I pull 2 of them off in march mode? Let me do some counting here. Now I'm going to have to leave him here. I'm going to need these 2 units to stop at least the 212 Volksgrenadier from getting any ideas about Luxembourg City. Calculated risk, and I'm going to put this guy in march mode too. So he can move 18, and 3 times 6 is 18 too. No, wait, so, yeah. So he can move 18. This guy can't march mode, this guy can't. So let's go ahead with that done and do the US movement here. So I'm going to go ahead and start that. Pause. Alright, movement is done. All not great choices. Moved CCR of the 9th up here to try and slow down, well, the 2nd, but mainly the 1/16th here. That 3-3 may not have survived. I'm tempted to abandon this position, but that compromises this position. So I kept all these in place. The 4-6 in Wiltz, I messed up again in the mode adjustment. This guy was going to be taken out of march mode from last turn. He moves up here. What this does is prevents these Volksgrenadier units from crossing the river. It doesn't prevent this guy, but it prevents these 2. So that's something. Over here we've got desperation. Actually parked us 12th of the 4th Infantry in the town while still in march mode. Not exactly a great choice. Let's see what else we had to do. This got ugly. This guy was up here, and that's not actually the path he made. Realized if he just goes back one hex, these Volksgrenadiers, there's enough over here to get around and surround him, so he had to go 2. The only way to do that is to go here and stay in mech mode of all things. That's 2 plus 1 leaving a Zoc is 3. And 3 for light woods is 6. If he had gone through the heavy woods, 4, 5, 6. Well, he could have gotten there 2 on the road. And he had to do this to prevent these guys. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they can't get behind him now. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, this guy can get here. 1, 2, 3. These guys can go 1. But luckily this guy's here to stop him. So he's got a retreat path. 1, 2, 3. And these guys can't get around him. 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's just protecting their flanks here, which I think they've done. They've got enough of a retreat route. Oh, and I had to put this guy here because I didn't want these guys just going 1, 2, 3 and right in here and capturing a bridge. Again, another unit in march mode to pull that off. So, desperate here. This guy was able to pull at least over to here. 1, 2, 3. Which now prevents this guy from going off to the races, killing this road. And I've got the artillery unit trying to shift over. Reinforcements. Yep, CCA is heading for Bastogne, and CCR got to Ardennes, is going to hold there. And based on what the Germans do, it can either go this way or it can go this way. So this time I don't think any US units can get surrounded. Yep. This is an interesting one. Zones of control only into road hexes. Well, luckily for this guy, this position puts it right there and there. So these guys have to stop. 1, 2. I mean, this guy could go here, but that's okay. We're protecting river lines. Luckily, he can't go here because that's too many movement. So this guy barely escaped being surrounded. And this guy's holding off the 212th. Very, very tight for the US. I should not have lost 2 of those 2 3s last turn. I do not know if these... Well, I do know this improved position will be helpful. I don't know if this one will. Depending on how fast and how much they flank. The only thing saving me over here is the heavy woods. So even if they go into foot mode 2, 3, I mean, they can get on that side of me and they can get here, but they can't totally cut me off. And this is kind of a backstop zone of control. US engineer units do have Zoc, so it prevents any armor from getting carried away on a major advance here. If they attack across here, they're stuck with 1. Now if they attack here, this... Well, they gotta kill this guy first, but this is the one where they could maybe come here. Really tight. No more reinforcements next turn. So this, well, we've got these guys coming into play somewhere, and I don't know what's going on. I can't not cover this flank because of Luxembourg City and some towns. So we'll see which way the Germans go next turn. So yeah, that's it for the US turn. The next turn is the 18th AM, and then after that the 101st arrives. And if I understand right, they can move 3. They're going to have to come in travel mode and hopefully park themselves in and around Bastogne. But at least the Germans are still far away, or at least held off. I think next turn they'll go here. Next turn we'll here, and we may have one more line of defense here. before they hit Bastogne. So I've just got to count this as keeping them away from Bastogne until it can be invested. I don't know what's going on over here. This is getting out of hand. So that's the U.S. turn. Yeah, these were engineers, so these got built immediately. So I don't think there's anything else to do. The only thing is we've got units here in march mode trying to defend, and that's not a good thing. I'll look up what that means. At least this is a town. They got one unit across the river, but thanks to this guy can't. I mean, this guy could help, but they really can't get anything else over there. And this guy's attacking across the river too. He can't go here. He could go here, but then that's the end of his move. So I've got to change my mind frame. It's all about delay and not getting surrounded. And in hindsight, should have not lost those 2-2-3s down here. It would have made my life a lot easier screening things. I don't know if that's enough to make a victory for the Germans, since this isn't in front of Bastogne, but we'll see. Anyway, thanks for listening. If you click like, comments appreciated. Otherwise, see you at the next day, 18th of December, a.m. Right? So, thanks for listening.